Hey there guys, this is Mary. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing a clean with me here in my living room. It wasn't too terribly bad, but we had been just lounging in the living room and watching TV the night before, so we had some blankets out and some things that I needed to get picked up. So if I would have done YouTube 10, 15 years ago, well, probably 15, 16, 17 years ago, I would have had some really great content because I had 3 little rambunctious boys and a daughter at that time. I have 4 kids, so when they were little, boy, we could have had some great content. My son told me the other day, he was like, "Mom, you should have started YouTube like 20 years ago. You would have had some good content." I was like, "Yeah, I know." So a couple weeks before I started this YouTube journey, I had washed all of my cushions, like the cushion covers on my couch, and I could not believe the difference. I had gotten, probably half of them washed and the other half were still dirty, and it was an incredible difference. So if you have a couch that you can take the cushions off and wash them, by all means do it. It is a job. It took me a day and a half to get it done because I was just exhausted, and it's hard work, but it is so worth it, and it makes you feel like, wow, I have a brand new couch here. So if you have that opportunity, I highly recommend doing that. So right here, I'm just folding these blankets and getting everything picked up from the night before. And, like I said, we were talking about YouTube, and some people may ask, why did you start a YouTube? And, I've had people in my family asking, and all that I can say is I have wanted to do this for so long. Like, I wanted to do this during our house build, but I felt like, there were so many other people involved, and, I didn't want to intrude and, be in filming and stuff on my brother-in-laws and my husband and my father-in-law when they were building, and, I just didn't know how comfortable they were with that. But it's been something that I've wanted to do for so long. And my daughter actually brought me her phone it was probably a month ago. And she was like, "Mom, you've got to read what Ashley put on her Instagram." So Ashley is another YouTuber, and her channel is Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and she's amazing. We've been watching her for a long time. My daughter loves to watch with me. And she was like, "Mom, you have to read what she put on her Instagram." And so I read it, and she was just encouraging people, that if they have wanted to do this, or basically just the rewards of being a YouTuber and getting to share your life and your journey with people. And it was so encouraging, and my daughter and I we just looked at each other, and we were both had tears in our eyes, and I was like, "I'm doing it." And she said, "Do it, Mom." And my husband has been on board for a long time. It's just, I don't know what held me back. I guess fear. I don't like to be on camera. I don't even like to take pictures. I feel like I'm not photogenic. I think if I would have went missing, a month ago, you would have had to use my driver's license to spot me. So this is really out of my comfort zone, but it's something that I've wanted to do. I'm 45 years old, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. I don't care if people laugh at me or make fun of me. This is something that I've enjoyed to watch. I've been watching other YouTubers do this for 2 years. I honestly didn't discover YouTube until 2020 when we were all home. And my first channel that I started watching was Garden Answer. And oh my gosh, first of all, her channel is amazing. It's one of my shows. I get up and watch it in the mornings, and I feel like if Laura doesn't post something, I'm like, where's Laura? Is there something going on? Is she sick? So it's exciting to me to watch that. And I've learned so much from her channel. But that's what I'm saying. Like, YouTube is it's a platform where there's just a wealth of information. I feel like we don't even watch TV hardly anymore. we just watch our shows on YouTube. And I feel like a lot of people watch YouTube rather than television. And the people that haven't discovered YouTube yet, you guys are missing out. It's just, there's so much on here. I will have stuff on my recommended that, I've never seen before, and it will be, home decorating or clean with me's and things like that, organization. And I'm like, I've never even seen her channel. I've been on YouTube for 2 years and I haven't seen this. So there's just a wealth of info. I'm sure you guys saw Old Glory just flipping in the wind there. I'm telling you, Oklahoma wind is crazy. If it's not windy outside, we're concerned. So right here, I'm just using my Libman microfiber dust mop. I don't get this wet, it's just dry, but you just run through and it picks up lots of dust and crud that sometimes a broom will leave behind. And that thing is washable. You just take that off when it needs to be washed and you throw it in the washer. And I always have one extra that I can put on while that one's in the washer. So I'm just running through. As you can see in there, my kitchen is pretty messy. The next video that you'll see is a kitchen clean with me, and this was all in the same day. I did not change clothes. I thought it was going to be all in one video, but it was way too long. So although I will sit and watch Clean With Me's for 45 minutes, and we were after church yesterday, we had lunch at my in-laws, and we were all talking about these Clean With Me's and stuff, because someone had said, I just don't understand the Clean With Me's. And I was like, well, don't watch my next video, because that's what it's going to be. So, but, I think it's for a certain group of people. I don't know. It's not for everyone, and that's fine. But I enjoy watching Clean With Me's. I've learned so much from other people and how, their methods and how they clean their house and, just different things. And I personally love watching Clean With Me. So I can sit and watch them for 45 minutes, like I said. And then, if I'm not motivated that day to get up and clean, that's all right. Maybe the next day I'll take some of those things that I learned with me and clean the next day. Back when I had little kids, I always felt like I had to have my house cleaned up by 10 o'clock in the morning. And, I had all these things that I had to do. And right here, I'm showing you just some dirty spots that I'm about to get with this Bissell Crosswave. Back when my kids were little, I just felt like the house had to be pristine. I had to have everything caught up, and my kids would think that I was a bad mom if I didn't, or I don't know. It's just some weird stuff that us moms go through. But I'm pretty sure it was my mother-in-law that told me, Mary, that laundry is going to be there the next day. It's going to be there the day after that. Those dishes will be there. Right here, I'm showing you this area rug and how it was getting pretty dirty. So I'm about to go over that with my Crosswave. It has, well, I'll explain that more later. So, she was just like, that stuff will be there. Don't worry, So if you're a young mom, I'm just encouraging you. Number one, you're going to get through this. Your kids will be teenagers someday, and then you're really going to be loving life. I have 4 teenagers in my house, and they're wonderful, but they're just as dirty as they ever was when they were little. So, but if you have a sick baby, or one that just needs some more attention, you need to sit down and hold somebody, that is okay. Do that, because I promise you, looking back now, there's times where I'm like, man, I wish I would have just, not worried about that and just held them a little bit longer. And, time flies, and your kids will be grown before you know it. And, if anyone out there is watching, you can attest to that. Those young years of your children's lives, they fly. And my husband and I, we laugh because, when a birthday is coming around or whatever, we told our kids this year, we're like, all right, guys, from now on your birthdays, we're actually going back in age. So Kendall, you're going to be 13 instead of 14. They didn't like that so much, but we know it's just a thing of life that our kids grow up, and it's hard. It's a different season, but my husband and I are enjoying this. We went for a walk last night. We don't have to worry about little kids being in the house alone or having to make accommodations for them. It's a different season, but we're enjoying it. And our baby is 14 and our oldest is 20, so, and everything in between 18 and 16. So it's a new season, but we're enjoying it. We still have 2 in high school, and it's going to be a lot of fun this year, football and cheerleading and basketball. And so when school starts, I'm going to get a whole lot busier. I am an elementary school secretary, and I'm home during the summer. So 10 days after school ends, I'm there to finish up reporting and different things like that. And I go in 10 days before school starts to get everything ready for school. So it's such a blessing. I love my job. I've worked there for 10 years. I was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years. And when I went back, my daughter was in pre-K. And so I've basically been in the school system ever since she was in pre-K. And my kids love it. They know that mama knows everything. And we live in a small town anyway. So within 5 minutes of them making a mistake, we know about it. So there's a whole lot that they haven't gotten to get away with, but I have great kids and no complaints. But it's been fun just to be in a small town and, have that camaraderie with your people in your town. So I'm just showing you guys here how that Bissell Crosswave just cleans that floor. And I've got my YouTube on. One of my favorite channels, Charlotte Grove Farmhouse. Absolutely love her. If you guys don't follow her, do so. She is so fun. She's an elementary school counselor. Okay, you guys, here's a little update. So this Bissell Crosswave that I've raved about, that's what I was using in the living room. And this is what came off of just the floor and the carpet. And there is an area rug button that you push when you're doing your rugs. So it does change from that to hard floors. So we're gonna dump this out and clean it. So as you can see, that was pretty nasty, you guys. See all the hair, and yeah, it's just gross. And right here, you'll want to clean every part of your Bissell Crosswave when you get through with it. So you don't understand how dirty your stuff is until you use something like this, a machine like this that gets the things up that you don't know it's there. On the surface, it looks clean, but underneath, there's some stuff going on. So I always clean this out really well after every use. So I love to put some of that vintage artwork on my television. It's on YouTube, and after I get through cleaning, and just is a nice little touch. And there's the living room, all clean. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. We'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you. Have a great day.